You know, there are very few home repair issues that create that instant sinking feeling in your stomach, quite like a major sewer line problem. I mean, just the thought of a giant backhoe tearing up your beautiful lawn, or even worse, your driveway, it's enough to make anyone stressed out. But what if there was a completely different way to handle it? Today, we're going to talk about a solution that could save your yard, your driveway, and honestly, your sanity. It's called trenchless sewer repair.
Yeah, if you're dealing with a sewer issue or even just worried about one, this question probably hits a little too close to home. You're thinking about the mess, the extra cost to putting your landscaping back together, and just the massive disruption to your life. It really is a universal homeowner headache. And this picture, wow, it just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, that's the old way. A huge, destructive trench cutting right through a perfectly good yard. But on the right, that's the new way. The same exact property looking almost untouched, all thanks to trenchless technology. I mean, the difference is truly night and day.
Okay, but before we even get to the solution, how do you know you've got a big problem brewing under your feet in the first place? Let's talk about the warning signs you need to look out for.
You know, what's so important here is that some of these signs are actually pretty subtle. It's not always a huge, dramatic system failure. Are you dealing with clogs that just keep coming back no matter what you try? That's a classic one. Or maybe you smell a foul, sewage-like odor, either inside or outside the house. That's a huge red flag. And definitely keep an eye on your lawn. If you see any weirdly soggy spots or patches of grass that are suddenly super green and lush, that could be a leak happening right beneath the surface.
So, let's say you've identified a problem. Now you're standing at a critical fork in the road. You can go the old school route and dig, or you can check out this modern no-dig alternative.
And that alternative is trenchless sewer repair. Now, it's not just one single thing. It's more in an umbrella term for a bunch of different techniques. But here's the key takeaway. Instead of digging a massive trench along the entire pipe, contractors use a couple of small, strategic access points to get in there and fix the pipe from the inside.
I know. This probably sounds a little bit like magic, right? But the technology behind it is actually really, really clever. So let's pull back the curtain and look at the two main ways they get this done.
Okay, so here are the two heavy hitters in the trenchless world. First up, you've got pipelining, which you might hear called CIPP. The best way to think about this is that they're basically creating a brand new, super strong pipe right inside of your old one, using this flexible, resin-coated tube. It's an amazing fix for cracks or leaks, as long as the old pipe is still more or less in one piece. But what if the pipe is too far gone? That's where pipe bursting comes in. This is a full-on replacement. A powerful tool literally shatters the old pipe while pulling a brand new one right into its place. Pretty incredible.
So you know what it is, and you have a general idea of how it works. But now we get to the most important question of all. Is trenchless repair actually the right call for your specific situation? Let's walk through how you can figure that out.
And this is absolutely the question you should be asking. The honest truth? No. It's not a silver bullet that solves every single sewer problem out there. It really all depends on the actual condition of your pipe. Now, trenchless technology is an absolute hero in certain scenarios. If you've got those nagging, persistent backups that are caused by cracks or pesky tree roots sneaking into the line, it's a fantastic choice. And it's a total game changer if your broken pipe runs underneath your driveway, your prized flower bed, a big mature tree, or your beautiful stone patio. Just think about the cost and hassle of having to rebuild all of that after a traditional dig. It can be huge. But we've got to be realistic about its limits too. If the pipe is totally collapsed, what the pros sometimes call a pancaked pipe, well, there's just no path for the new liner or the bursting tool to get through. Same thing goes for pipes that are severely out of alignment or have a big dip in the middle. In those tough cases, some old-fashioned digging is almost always going to be part of the solution.
So how do you know for sure which camp you're in? This right here, this slide, has the single most important step in the entire process. A professional has to run a special video camera all the way through your sewer line. This is not optional. It's absolutely essential. It is the only way to see what's really going on down there and make the right call between trenchless and digging.
Okay, so let's imagine the camera inspection is done and you get the good news. Trenchless is the way to go. What does the project actually look like? What should you expect from start to finish?
Well, the whole process is really methodical, which is reassuring. It all starts with that critical camera inspection we just talked about. Once they've mapped out the problem, the group preps those small access points. Again, no giant trench. Then comes the main event. They install the new liner or burst the new pipe into place. And finally, and this is key, they do another camera inspection to make sure the job is absolutely perfect, giving you total peace of mind.
As you're talking to different contractors, please treat this quote like your North Star. Be an empowered homeowner. Ask them why they're recommending pipelining over pipe bursting, or vice versa. Ask them how they're going to verify the job was done right. And you absolutely have to get the details on the warranties for both the materials they're using and their own workmanship. Transparency is everything.
So as we wrap things up, I'll just leave you with this one final thought. In a world of home repairs that so often means a whole lot of mess and disruption, maybe, just maybe, the most elegant and effective solution for your home is the one that does its incredible work completely out of sight, leaving your yard and your peace of mind perfectly intact.